what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It is a cozy day here in the library today, and I'm gonna do my January TBR for you. Now, I wasn't gonna do a January TBR, but the basket was looking a little empty, and my bookish brain was like, there needs to be more books in there. So I do have stuff still in the basket from my December TBR. If you haven't seen that yet, I will leave the thumbnail right here. Go ahead, check that out, because the books that are still from that TBR, I'm just gonna fly through. Then I have my wonderful TBR jar here. We're going to pick 2 books out of here. Hopefully I can find them. I got a new bookshelf, so there are books in places now that I don't know where things are quite yet. I have an idea. I kind of organized it a little bit, so there's an idea behind it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm satisfied with the organization yet, but I am vlogging that, and that should be up either this coming vlog or the next coming vlog. I'm not quite sure yet. I am working on a vlog now that's not finished, but yeah, we're gonna pick 2 out of here. And then I wasn't fully prepared. We're going to pick a book off of my Kindle, because I have Kindle Unlimited. I have first reads. We're gonna pick something. So if TBRs are something that you enjoy to watch, then welcome. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the books that were on the December TBR and I haven't quite finished yet. And the first one is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This is the Puffin Chalk edition. I'm about halfway through. I'm on page 68. I have been tabbing it. I have been highlighting things. So I'm trying to immerse myself in it. It's a shorter book. I should have it done. There's like no excuses. But I've been tabbing it. So I'm using that as an excuse as to why it's taking me a while. I do love this story. It's not like I don't like it. If you live under a rock and you are unfamiliar with A Christmas Carol, we follow Ebenezer Scrooge. And Ebenezer, he's very against Christmas. He's against helping people. He is just this grumpy, moody man. And one night, a ghost of his old business partner comes and says he's going to be visited by 3 ghosts, past, present, and future. And within this journey that Scrooge takes, he kind of goes from humbug to happy holidays. So it's a great book. The Christmas Muppet movie, Christmas Carol Muppet Christmas Carol, whatever. It's the best version, in my opinion, of this story. So, yeah, just almost done with this. Then, next, another book that I have started already, and that is A Wizzard's Guide to Defensive Baking by Kingfisher. I'm 134 pages in. And we follow a young girl, Mona, and she's got magic. However, her magic isn't that powerful because she can do things with baked goods. Like, she's got a sourdough starter she calls Bob. And then all of a sudden, in her town, magic people are seen as, like, evil and bad. And Mona kind of goes into hiding after she has been blamed for a murder. So I'm loving it so far. It is YA. I mean, she's 14 years old. It reads YA, but there's so much adventure in it so far that I'm loving it. And there's literally a gingerbread man that is, he's alive, and he's kind of funny as a character on his own. I'm loving this so far. Then we have Near the Bone by Christina Henry. And in this one, we follow Maddie, and Maddie is living with a man named William. And what I know about this is they live in the woods, and you can't make him upset. Like, you shouldn't make him upset. And then 3 strangers appear. They're looking for this creature in the woods, And that's when we find out maybe that William really shouldn't get angry. So I have this beautiful edition with red sprayed edges, and the inside looks beautiful. And it just seems really creepy. Christina Henry wrote one of my favorite retellings of Alice in Wonderland. It was raw, it was gritty, so I'm hoping to get that from her as well. It's also winter and snowing, so we're in the woods. I'm getting winter vibes, and I hope it's good. And then last in the pile still, we have Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. This is another YA book, I believe. She did write The Wicked Deep, which I loved. And in this one, it says the Walker women of Fir Haven have always lived in the woods. Some say the first Walker woman came from the forest, her bones built of roots and thorns, and she sprouted up from the ground. This is where their legacy begins, a strange and mythical legacy rooted in rumors and folklore. Over the years, there have been many tales of Walker women. Most have been lost, stories forgotten, fables and myths washed away with the spring rains. This story is one such tale. It was once scattered like autumn leaves buried in the soil, stitched there, until it arose, until something stirred it loose, until the forest shuddered and opens its eyes. So I'm excited. Like I said, I loved The Wicked Deep. It's been a while since I've read The Wicked Deep, so I'm hoping that this is as good as The Wicked Deep. Alright, so now we're going to get into the jar. This is my TBR jar. Now, not all of my books that I haven't read are in here. I also took some books off my shelf when I was reorganizing, and I don't know if there's in here or not. I will soon do an on-haul video because there's 3 large stacks behind me that needs to leave. So I'm gonna go in. Hopefully we can find this book easily. We'll do 2. Alright, so we have, ooh, Break No Bones. Yeah, this one's gone. This is what I mean. This one's gone. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try to find another one. You know, you add things into this jar and then you're like, What Big Teeth? And it's an unplugged book. I believe it's over there. We'll go find it in a second. So we got What Big Teeth. And let's do a green one. There's no rhyme or reason why the colors are the way they are. I don't know. The Chosen? I don't know if I have The Chosen. Alright, let's take these. The Chosen. Is that Buffy? Does it sound like it's a Buffy one? Let's go take these over to the bookshelf. Okay, so apparently I wasn't filming, unfortunately. I did find What Big Teeth. It was up here. I found What Big Teeth. I cannot find The Chosen, so I think The Chosen I might have done away with. So let me go get the jar again. Let me go get the jar. This is turning into quite the production. Literally, it's turning into a production. Alright. Find me a book that still is on a shelf. Oh! Okay, hold on. So, I didn't know I had Kindle books in here too. So this is a Kindle book. The Upside of Falling Down. We'll use that. But we still need one more physical book. So, let's go with this one. The Closures. The Closures. The Closures. The Closures. Aha! Right here. I don't even know how to pronounce it. The Closures by Katie Hayes. So cool. All right. Perfect. And then we'll keep this because that's going to be the Kindle book. So hold on a moment. We'll go back to the chair. Okay, what an adventure that was. Jeez. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the Kindle one first. I got to find it. The upside. Why do I not see it in here? Do I not have it anymore? Could that be it too? Hold up. That's not in here either. What is this TBR? It just doesn't want me to read books, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna take it upon myself, since this is kind of darker picks. I'm really upset this is not on here. So I'm gonna take it upon myself, and I'm gonna pick a romance for myself, and I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm going to do The Enforcer by Avery Keelan. And let's see if it will allow me to get information on it. Oh, about this book. Here we go. So this is part of the Lakeside University. So it's a hockey romance. And it says, I spent 2 years convincing myself what we had wasn't real. And the moment our eyes lock from across the room, all those lies I've been telling myself shatter at my feet. Hockey superstar Nash Richards was my first everything, my first boyfriend, my first time, and my first love. I used to attend every Lakeside U hockey game, proudly wearing his jersey while I cheered him on from the stands. Then he cross-checked my heart into the boards, and I vowed never to set foot in that arena again. Oh, there's lots of... Okay, there's an actual, on the bottom, the information, tropes. Athletic trainer and hockey player. 6'4" grumpy male character. College romance. Hates everyone but her. Forced proximity. Found family. Tension and angst. Interesting. So, yeah, hockey romance. They're kind of the same. There's a lot of hockey romances popping up lately, but that one should be cool. All right, so physical books. We have What Big Teeth by Rose Sabao. I don't know how to say that. This is an unplugged version. I have a signed book plate. I have all these fun things in here, but let's read what it's about. What you see isn't always what you get. Eleanor has been estranged from her wild, bloodthirsty family for years. When she flees boarding school after a horrifying incident, she goes to the only place she thinks is safe, the home she left behind. But when she gets there, she struggles to fit in with her monstrous relatives who prowl the woods around the family estate and read fortunes in the guts of birds. Eleanor finds herself desperately trying to hold the family together, all the while trying to make sense of a re-emerging power that seems increasingly linked to the reason she was sent away in the first place. In order to save them all, Eleanor must learn to embrace her family of monsters and tame the darkness inside her. Cool, exquisitely terrifying, beautiful, and fierce, this genre-bending fantasy debut will sink its teeth into and never let go. So a werewolf story. Very cool. Something I would have rather read in October, like during spooky season, but we'll give it a go. And then we have the closures. Closures? I don't know how to say that. If my Alexa was on, I would ask her, but it's not on currently. So, whatever this word is. And it's by Katie Hayes. It says, when Anne Stillwell arrives in New York City, she expects to spend her summer working as a curatorial associate at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Instead, she finds herself assigned to the Closures, a medieval art museum and garden where she meets a group of enigmatic researchers studying the history of tarot. Desperate to escape her painful past, Anne is happy to indulge the researchers' more outlandish theories about ancient divination. But what begins as an academic curiosity quickly turns into obsession when Anne discovers a hidden deck of 15th century tarot cards that might hold the key to predicting the future. So, again, Another book I would have rather read in October, but in this house we're kind of witchy all year round, so it's fine. One more thing before I let you go and I show you guys all the books that we finally got. I did forget to mention one book I did add in here, and that is book 13 in the Hannah Swenson Cozy Mystery series. Because this is book 13, I'm not going to really go into what it's about because the last book left on a kind of a cliffhanger. But in the whole series, we follow Hannah Swenson. Hannah Swenson lives in a small Minnesota town, and she owns a bakery. And usually in each installment, there is a murder in the town, and she kind of helps the local police find the murderer. There's also a love triangle thing going on. It's quite interesting. I hope they get through the love triangle thing pretty soon. It's getting a little redundant, kind of scandalous. We're now 13 books in and she can't choose who she wants to be with. It's a little scandalous. But yeah, I love this series. In fact, my new bookcase, I have all 29, there's about to be 30 books in this series on the top row because I love it so much. So this is book 13, and I'm excited to see where that cliffhanger gets off. So these are all my books I want to get to in January. Will I get through them all? Probably not. I am a slow reader, but the 2 are almost done. So that's great. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books before. Also, too, if you want an update on what's in my Kindle, what I have in here, let me know. There's a lot of good books. Apparently, not the one that was in the jar. I must have, went through and cleaned it up or something. I don't know. I don't remember. So, yeah, these are all the books. What are you guys reading in January? Are you reading more winter-heavy stuff? Also, for February, give me some suggestions on what to read. I do have all of the Briar U books that I have to read. I read the Off-Campus series that's by Al Kennedy, and I have to read the Briar U, and then what is the 3 newer ones? It's like the Diaries, Off-Campus Diaries, or Briar U Diaries, or something like that. The newer books in that realm. The newest one comes out in February, so I almost want to read those books. That might be my February TBR. It's just all those Al Kennedy books in that series, in that world. But I don't know yet. Who knows? So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Become a member of this bookish family. And I will see you all really soon in my next video. Bye!